Welcome to Kash Kam, interviewing legends since 2012. Stay positive and you won't never fail. Team Chris Cash, we gon' all prevail. Whole lot of legends, Big Daddy Kane. We got Tommy Ford, we got Shannon Lee, we got Jerry Payton, we got Shotty Low. We gon' keep it coming, we got plenty more. Representing 𝐿𝐷, you already know.
Welcome to Kash Kam. Welcome to Kash Kam. Welcome to Kash Kam.
SaySo P. If you guys been following the headlines, passed away a few weeks ago. Sauce Walka, artist, man, and been in the headlines everywhere, in the blogs, everybody been, talking about it, commenting, rumors been spreading, this and that. We have his bloodline here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, my brother, and your family. Trusting Kash Kam Podcast to break you guys' silence and to finally address this for the first time. Can you please introduce yourself?
Kash Kam.
Yeah, man. So I'm 𝐒𝐚𝐲. My name 𝐒𝐚𝐲. You know what I'm saying? I'm SaySo P's little brother. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just little bro, little big bro.
The big bro.
Yeah.
Man, like I said, thank you for taking your time out, man. Let's get to it, man. Listen, bro, before we get deeper into this thing, man, can you please tell each and every person that's listening right now, man, we want to get to know who your brother was.
So man, 𝐿𝐴𝐷 Hunt, man, was 𝐿𝐴𝐷 Hunt, that's his real name. That's my big brother, man. He go by SaySo P. Y'all might know him as SaySo P, but he was a big, he's my big brother, you know what I'm saying? We have brothers, you know what I'm saying? We got the same dad, you know what I'm saying? We ain't come from the same mama, but we got the same dad, you feel what I'm saying? Shouts out to Red, man. But yeah, this is my big brother, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Listen, a lot of people first time hearing about your brother was, when the news broke of his passing. And what is one of the best misinformation rumors out there about your brother that you would like to clear up for you and your family about your brother? How he was, because this is whole, he, took $250,000 from somebody going around. Let me shut up, man. Can you address that?
Yeah, man. So, you got a lot of speculation going on in the city right now, man. So, people go off the internet, people go off what they see, not from what they know. You feel what I'm saying? But and he want the type of guy to go, you know what I'm saying, steal anything from anybody. If anything, he gonna give you his shirt off his back. You feel what I'm saying? He'll give you anything out of his pocket. You feel me? But yeah, man, I don't know where that came from. I don't know, who. I don't know who spread that rumor about that situation or whatever like that, man. But nah, Tank wasn't like that, man. Tank was a real good dude. You know what I'm saying? He didn't need to get money. 200K, that's something light to him. You feel what I'm saying? So he was getting it 10 times more. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just a lot of speculation and stuff like that, man. Just rumors, just people just want to talk or whatever like. But other than that, man, he was a real good dude, real good big brother in my eyes. He started from the bottom, man. We both come from Memphis, man. Our dad already was, passed and everything like that, man, before we even got here. You feel what I'm saying? So, our dad was a legend. So, you feel me? So, that's just, it's just a speculation.
Man, it seemed like your brother was a good dude. When I was, doing my research, man, it looked like he come from a good biking, man. It really does. But how involved was your brother in the streets? There's rumors or misconceptions about your brother was involved in the streets. He used to have, some type of, presence in the streets. Was your brother in the streets, and how involved was he?
I mean, he was in the streets for a minute, man. He come from Raleigh, man. People, us in Memphis, man, we call Raleigh the Murder 8. You know what I'm saying? So he come from the Murder 8 era. And you know what I'm saying? That's kind of where he originated his name from, Exit 8. You know what I'm saying? Based off the Murder 8. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's where he come from. And he known in that area, and he just kind of basically took it to a whole nother level. You feel me? So, that's he got this. He took that shit and ran with it. You feel me?
No doubt, no doubt. Now, I'm there's people I'm hearing, and I hope I'm being fair with these questions because this is important to me to let you know and your family that there's a lot, get ahead of this thing, a lot of misconceptions out there and a lot of things like that. So a lot of people, was a lot of people jealous of your brother? Was people jealous of his success? And do you think this jealousy has something to do with what happened to your brother?
Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, man. He had a lot of, that's what come with the money. That's what come with the fame. That's what come with the, with the lifehood of just living a lavish life. You feel what I'm saying? You got people that's gonna, you got people that's gonna rock with it, and you got people that's not.
Hmm. Hmm.
You feel me? So it's just what come with the game, man. And it was just an unfortunate situation about my brother, man. Because once I got the call, you feel me, man, I was heartbroken. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's somebody I grew up with. It's somebody I didn't, man. You feel me? Hey, we wearing the same clothes, we all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a brother. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
So
No, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, yeah. No,
So yeah, man. Just my blood, man. And Etienne, our daddy, Etienne, man. He only had 3 kids. You feel what I'm saying? He had Missy, Tank, and me. You know what I'm saying? So once he, kind of like now he's taken away. It's like it's just me and her.
wow. And is that and is she through your father or is she through your
She's through my father, yeah.
So man, okay. Can you share what is the last conversation you had with your brother?
Man, this
Do
is
you
crazy
remember?
too. The last conversation I had with Tank, man, he was telling me, man, that he was headed, he was gonna come to Memphis. And he was telling me, man, like, yeah, I'm gonna be out there, bro. I'm gonna get up with you, little bro. And that's what hurt the most is that at the time we didn't even know he was in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Until he started posting and everything like that. So we didn't even know he was in the area. You feel me? So when they basically was like, man, your brother just got shot or whatever like that. I'm like, God damn, he don't even be out here like that. You feel me?
Man,
So it was just, man, just a real unfortunate situation, man, that I hate. I hate it went out that way.
where was you? What was you doing the exact moment when you heard that terrible news about your brother, man?
Man, I was at work.
Damn.
Yep, just at work, man, living a regular life, man. And that's one thing he always told me, man, is keep doing what you're doing, little bro. See, cause me, I do films. I do films for me all around Memphis. I do things for Tubi. Just did a film last year, man, a little
Oh, nice.
basketball movie that's supposed to be on Netflix. So Tank the rapper. I'm the actor. You know what I'm saying? I do a little music here and there, or whatever, but Big Bro just took that shit to a whole nother level, man. And I feel like he inspired a lot of others, man, to get up and go get a bag. You feel me?
What separated SaySo P, your brother, Tank, from all the other rappers that was around him and that's in the industry? What separated him the most, man?
Okay, you mean like his uniqueness?
Yeah, what was that? What would you say if you had Jay-Z, if you had Lil Durk, if you had all the rappers, Drake, and you had SaySo P away from you?
That's a real good question, man. That's a real good question. I felt like what made him so unique about himself is that just by how can I put this in the better
Take
words?
your
I feel like
time,
what
brother.
made him so unique is just him. He was just being himself, man. He was just doing everything. Like he made everything seem so simple. You feel me? Like he made hustling seem so simple. Like, man, like you could do this, you can do that, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was always a person so eager to help others. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like if somebody call him, be like, hey, they in need of anything, man, he gonna give you the blueprint
Mhm.
straight then and there. So yeah.
So, bro, help us. Come on, paint the picture for us. What led up to your brother getting the record deal? And kind of share with us the time, the feelings. Was it the happy times?
Now, see, I don't really know those particular details, but I remember when he finally got signed to Sauce Walka, and he called me. He was like, "Hey, little bro, I'm signed." He was like, "Hey, bro, I just got signed to Sauce Walka, man." You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm proud of you, man, and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he always kind of dibbled and dabbled in Texas. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know that. He was locked in. He was locked in with him like this. So once he got locked in with him, man, he's just he just started popping his shit. You feel me? So,
Do
cause
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, cause man, being a kid from Memphis, being somebody from Memphis is hard, man. It's hard out here for real. And it's like, man, when he got that opportunity, man, I felt like, man, it was one of the best opportunities he ever had in his lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why he dedicated himself to Sauce. You know what I mean? You feel me? Shouts out to Sauce. All that, man. All that good shit.
Let's just keep it sane, okay? I would say keep it real, bro, but real is the new fake nowadays, okay? So let's keep it
Right.
sane. Word around the campfire that people is looking at Sauce Walka right now, and some people is questioning, like, is this guy really mourning? Like, if one of your artists, your brothers, one of your your people, your family, tragedy strikes. And I guess people, I know you got the internet. I don't know if you guys shun it out or not. I know this is a sensitive time, but people is looking at like, why? How is he's buying new cars? He's signing new artists. He's at concerts. They say he got shot in the leg. I saw him at one concert. He was on a wheelchair, and DJ Academic said it the other day that he hit his toe, and he said it still hurt 4 or 5 days later. And it's
Right,
like,
right.
so a lot of people is saying this. How is the family viewing it? Do y'all sharing some of these, what we as, people just looking in from the outside, or can you share some light on where y'all stand with Sauce Walka? Do y'all blame him for not protecting your brother? Let me shut up, brother.
Now, like I said, it's everybody's full of speculations and things of that nature, man. But as far as like, him having anything to do with it or whatever like that, man, we can't really just pinpoint everything on Sauce, you know what I'm saying? Because, Tank had his own shit going on. You feel me? Sauce do his own shit. And you know what I'm saying? Tank did his own shit. You feel me? So it's like, we all one man or whatever, but we can't, for the people out there, we can't just say that. We can't. The family is not thinking like that. The family is most definitely just staying humble in this situation because we not pinpointing any fingers on anybody but the shooter. You did.
April 13th, I believe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is the is celebration of life for your brother, correct?
Yep, absolutely, man. April 13th, man, is gonna be his memorial. It's gonna be in Memphis. I don't know the location by heart, but I have it in my phone somewhere. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the location. And he's also gonna be buried. I believe it's gonna be on April 19th. He's gonna be buried. He's gonna be buried in the sea. That's what his mom is trying to do. She's trying to, have him buried in the sea, so to speak. So.
How is Mama doing?
Like and once again, man, shouts out to Toya, man. We the family right now is just being, we just taking things day by day. It hasn't been a lot of communication as far as like us, talking about the situation because Mom do still heartbroken. You feel what I'm saying? So Mom Deuce heartbroken. It ain't really too much we can say about Mom Deuce, but all we know is Mom Deuce heartbroken, and she just trying to grieve her process, man. So just prayers go up to her, and everything like that. So.
So what are you guys doing for security, for the funeral, making sure you guys are safe?
So I believe, Mama Toya, I believe she said that the MPD will be present. So the Memphis Police Department is gonna be present there, and we're gonna make sure everybody's gonna have a good time, man. If y'all respect the Tank, if y'all respect the SaySo P, man, just come out there and have a good time, man. We don't want no drama, man. Everybody, we're a positive family, great family. Let's just dedicate that day to him. To him and his success and what he did, and also what he did for others.
Yeah, man. So can you share to everybody listening in right now, share a time or two that your brother, because that's one thing I am hearing, and I think people need to know that. Can you share like a time maybe he helped you or help someone, a stranger or something?
Man, Tank has helped me okay, I'm gonna use me for an example, man. Tank has helped me on many, many occasions, man. It's like, it's because I feel like, that's what God, God made him a big brother to me for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Due to my dad passing, and our dad not being present. You know what I'm saying? So he was that father figure to me. He was that guy that I could call on and I could talk to him about any and everything, like anything that's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I understood, why, because it's been a little distance, because I understand now is because he don't want little brother being around that particular crowd. He want little brother, stay safe and raise his kids and all that like that. Because I have two kids. You feel what I'm saying? So I have a boy and a girl. Yeah, I just had my little girl, 11 months.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. But as far as him helping me, man, he did help me on many occasions, man. And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about like mentally. Dude had knowledge. You feel me?
No doubt, no doubt. Brother, listen. How did he even, do you know how he even hooked up with Sauce? How did it come about? Did he send his demo tape in? Was he performing somewhere? Or do you know?
I don't know the story, man, but I would like to know that story one day, man. That would be something I could, possibly write about one day. You know what I'm saying? Because I do movies, and I kind of want to make a movie about him. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to bring his story to light.
I think you're the perfect person. Who the heck in the world gonna write about your brother than you?
Man, I'm telling you, it's like God put us all in the right positions, man, at the right time, so everything can fall into place. And
what would you and your brother Tank be doing right now? Colliding, you doing films? Would y'all be probably working together, doing some projects?
Man, we would. Man, I'm talking about, man. Tank was here right now because Tank. And the thing about me is, I do music also. To a certain degree. I'm not as big as he is, but I got the flow. Like, a lot of people tell us, like, man, y'all sound just alike.
I know you probably cold, bro. Talking about just a little bit, No, bro, you probably cold.
Yeah. I mean, we was both articulate in our ways of of lyrics and everything like that, man. But man, I feel like if he was here today, man, and we would have, kind of, because he was just talking to me, man, about doing a song with him and everything like that, man. I felt like that would have been like a double whammy. Like, we would have made magic together. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Man, no doubt. And listen, bro. To everybody that's out there, right? Okay. Listen. The video that's out there circulating, man. Listen, bro. A lot of people, a lot of blogs, a lot of people out there talking about this.
The blogs, man.
Yeah, they everywhere, bro, and everybody experts. This is why I feel like you are so important. You and your family. Getting ahead of the narrative. Hey, this is how we feel. This is what we know. Shut up. Let us handle what we handling. But when you see the video, okay, do you share with the narrative with the most people, that it looked like your brother, SaySo P was the target? Do you believe that? Is your family believing that he was the sole target? We know that Sauce got reportedly shot in the leg too, but do you think that was intentionally? Can you comment? Where y'all at with that?
Absolutely. I do think he was the target. I do think he was. I do think he was the target. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, again, shouts out to Sauce and everything like that, man, because he did get hit in the situation, man. But yeah, man, it's just Tank, Tank ended up dying, and he ended up dying, just him.
Because people, yeah, just him. Because and you don't even have to listen. Because listen, girl, like, so, man, it's true. Like, how did they know? How did the shooters know at this exact time that your bro will be out there? Okay, now I'm hearing this narrative coming from that he wanted to smoke, and I think Sauce team said that, and Sauce himself said that he wanted to smoke because he said he wanted to. I think this was his first statement.
Yeah,
they tell him, but your brother really wanted to smoke, so he went down there and started smoking.
Yeah, I did hear something about that, man. Well, I believe it was a post he made. As far as like Tank wanted to go outside and smoke, and he was just too excited to go out there and smoke. He was supposed to, kind of chill back and wait for the rest of the team to get there. But man, Tank was Tank, man. If Tank wanted to do something, he gonna do it. So
You know that video? Because one of the main videos was circulating that I saw was a video of Sauce, your brother, and a few other crew members inside a van or a truck, whatever. It looked like they was just made it to Memphis, and he was like, they was saying, we back in the town, we back in the town. How can you tell me, when that video was shot and how long after that, tragedy happened to your brother?
Man, I mean, if you go and evaluate the video, I mean, it looked like it was, shot at nighttime. Like, it looked like they was on the way to the city. They probably didn't even, book the hotel or anything like that. So he probably just on the way, you know what I'm saying? Or just pulling up in the city, he just wanted to pop his shit real quick. And, shit, man, that's probably what happened.
Do your family, can you shed any light to us? Okay? Like to put the water on the campfire, damn it. Who's in the video, okay? Because when you see the video, you see your brother standing there and he's talking to someone out there. So he didn't go out there by himself. When it starts, all the angles I saw, he was speaking to someone. And then you see a gentleman comes out maybe like a little bit after and comes out, and then after that, a man you seen is walking closest to the camera, which is falls to the ground when the shooters jump out the right car. Can you please share some light? Do you know who was in the video?
From what I assume, I don't know. It probably was one of the valet people that was kind of like on the sidelines or whatever like that. Because that was one of the first things I heard once I came on the scene to come see Tank, to come see see his body and everything like that. Was that he walked out the story I heard was he walked out to go get his keys. He went and walked out to get his keys for the car or something like that. I didn't hear anything about smoking, so I heard that last minute. That had to be like after the fact or whatever. But yeah, so that probably was a valet or something like that.
So who? Well, you don't have to put names in it, but you could just say yes or no? Do you guys know? Do you know who the figure who came out seemed like when your brother was speaking to the valet guy or whatever? I thought it was Sauce coming out a little later on, like right before not a little bit before the right car pulled up. Do you know who that was who walked out and kind of gave your brother a hug, like two? He gave like two hugs. One, he gave a hug, kind of space, then gave another hug, space. Then the shooters came. Like
I didn't really see that. I didn't really see anything like that.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
That must be a whole nother video.
If you see the video, it starts with your brother sitting there by the van talking to somebody, and then a little bit later, somebody comes out you can see somebody comes out the hotel, and then he walks up to your brother and the other gentleman. So now it's three people. Like that person right there, the third person that joined, your brother.
Again, man, we don't really know.
Man, Memphis is crazy, brother. There was a statement put out. You have to really follow me on this, brother. There was a statement put out, and it was by a gentleman by the name of Rainwater, which is Mo3 manager. I had the pleasure to interview Mo3, but he didn't show up to his interview at the time. But Mo3 is a talented guy, whatever. But his manager Rainwater, before any of the footage dropped, reportedly released a statement. And everybody been buzzing about this because reportedly he said that the shooter stood over Sauce Walka and was like, hey, yo, we don't want you. We just basically wanted your brother. And he got up and he ran. But when a few days after that, when the video came out, my brother, bro, maybe it's some other angles I don't got, and I'm known to don't have the best eyes, okay? So, but I didn't never see that at all. And a lot of other people share that with me. And I think that's a very important question, man. What are you, like that never happened in any other film that I have seen and have others have seen.
Yeah, man. So I just, like I said, it goes back to the whole speculation, man. Well, people say what they want to say. You know, we don't really know the full story. We just know based off from what we seen and everything like that. So yeah, we don't know if anyone actually stood over Sauce and said, "Oh, okay, whatever." You know what I'm saying? We don't
Yeah.
know what was actually said because hell, he ain't even said it. You know what I mean? He ain't even said what anybody said, I don't think. But so it's just the internet, man. Internet speculation.
Man, and do you guys, man, do you feel like it was just about your brother? Do you fear for your safety, or do mama fear for her safety, or in your family? Do you feel like he was just a target and it's done, or you guys got something to worry about, man?
No, absolutely not, man. I don't fear for my safety at all, man, because I'm a positive individual, man. All I do is promote peace and love, man. So no, I don't fear for my safety, man. I'm not here in these streets, man. I'm a family man. I just like to, I just want to raise my kids, just kind of, be the good dad. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, all right, let's like this. Your kids, man. Your kids. I see they every time you talk about them, man, you light up like a Christmas tree. I almost had to ask my assistant, hey, is it Christmas? She said, no, damn it. Anyway, bro, what's the best part of being a father to you?
Man, the best part of being a father to me is man, watching them crawl. Watching them crawl, hey, watching them growing up day by day and hearing the little words that they say and everything like that, man. It's just beautiful. It's really beautiful, man. It is. It's a special thing to witness.
How will you keep your brother's name and legacy alive?
It's just basically about doing what he told me, man. He said, man, little bro, you doing movies. You doing movies. I'm proud of you. You just had your daughter, man. I want you to keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing your movies. Just keep being positive, little bro. You making me proud. You making your dad proud. And I just want to make all my ancestors proud. You did. So
No doubt, no doubt, and bro, and again, I think, well, how's the police, how have they been? How's communication that with your family and them? Have they been transparent? Have they been communicating with you guys?
It's been minor communications. It's been here and there, on and off. But we all still grieving and everything like that, man. I can't tell you how many times I cried over this shit, man. But like for real, for real. But man, I just feel like Tank lived his life to the fullest. Well, actually, he did not live his life to the fullest. He had more. He had more things to do. But his work wasn't done. But through me and through his family, man, we gonna complete that work. We gonna finish that work for him. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to SaySo P, man. RIP, my big brother. He gone but not forgotten.
No doubt. He had any children?
No, nah, man, he didn't have any children.
One thing I heard, they people were saying, like, when he first died, I heard a lot of people was like, they rolled with the narrative again that he got into some stuff and it was revenge. Then people running with the narrative where, hey man, it's some sacrifice crazy industry stuff that it did it for life insurance. Then there's some stuff that he was a target because it was just jealousy. Bro, from your heart, from your mind, right now, I know you haven't processed everything. Bro, was this somebody close, do you think, that set your brother up? No matter what happened, do you think it was close to home? Was it just, do you think somebody backdoor your brother?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that, man. I wouldn't necessarily say it was I don't, like I said, man, I don't think it was a backdoor situation, man. I think it was really just an unfortunate event of my brother just, putting himself out there like that, you know what I'm saying, dropping locations and whatnot, you know what I mean? Because this is at the end of the day, man, this is Memphis. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about that. It's crazy too. I'm gonna leave you with this.
Okay.
God put this on my heart, you know what I mean? Like I believe like right before he passed. I believe it's a verse in the Bible, man. I believe it's Mark. I believe it's from Mark 6 verses. I believe Mark 6, one of these verses, man, but it basically says, man, a prophet is not he is not accepted in his own city. He has to go out. He has to go out and he has to dwell elsewhere to be successful to spread that word. You know what I'm saying? because that's, you know.
That was powerful, bro. Are you sure your name ain't Martin Luther King Jr., bro? Because that was powerful. As we saw, um, they on videotape, they saw some of the suspects. They identified one of the suspects, and a few days later, one of the suspects ended up dead. That's some crazy shit in Houston. So everybody want to know, what the heck was you thinking, your family? What was going through your mind? I'm gonna be keeping it honest. Was you happy, like in a sense of, man, you did this to my brother, or like what? Like a couple days later, he ended up dead, and the other one's still on the loose. What is your family thinking, and what is the police saying? Is there any connection?
So, you know, I speak for myself. Me personally, man, I just felt like, hey, it was just a simple case of karma. You know what I'm saying? Karma comes back around. You feel what I'm saying? You did something evil to a good person, and you know what I'm saying? God reciprocated that same energy.
Thank
Right.
you and your family for trusting Kash Kam Podcast, bro, to come and clear up some of these rumors and let us know, you know, how you guys is handling this heartbreaking tragedy.
Absolutely, man.
Stay
I appreciate you.
You be anything you want to leave the fans and the listeners, the fans of your brother right now. Clear anything up, just anything you want to leave, because I probably did a terrible job. I'm gonna get fired soon anyway. I know it, bro.
I want to leave y'all with, man, just you know, through all the, you know, the killing, man, just stop the violence. You know what I'm saying? Stop the violence, man. You know, it's better things in life to do, man. Everyone's life is precious and sacred. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, I'm 𝐸𝐸𝐻, man. I promote positivity, peace and love. You know what I'm saying? Just stop the violence, man. And you know, everybody should at least get a chance to live. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just kind of, you know, just keep praying to God, man. You know, just pray to God. God got everybody, man. God say, I will never forsake you, nor leave you.
I thank you for your time. Blessings to you and your family.
For sure, got you.
God bless you, brother.
You
Appreciate
too,
you.
man.
Kash Kam.